are we maybe putting too much importance on one award show? Like when you are the culture?
I'm not. People always talk about that. I think about it like a club, right? If there's a club, a Grammy club, right? And it's like, man, you got Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, like these are real greats. Kanye West, you know, Jay-Z. You know, like I'm at that like at the rope, like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all see me? Yo, get
Travis talking right now? Crazy. I never heard this man talk this much.
my man, my man.
Hey, LeBron getting the cut. Hey, my boy.
Imagine like losing at 1:30 and having to sit there for 7 hours. You're like, I want to just dip.
It's not good to have yes men and women around when you're trying to climb the mountaintop.
For a long time, I was just like, why me? Like how did this even happen?
I played 2 seasons, 2 All-Pros, 2 Pro Bowls. What can they say now?
I feel like there are a lot of people that trust me, and I just feel like I didn't want to let them down.
If you're blessed by God and you put the work in, that's where the longevity come in at.
It's gonna be a good combo. All right, make sure you like and subscribe. It's your boy 40 gonna pop. Yo, we back with another one. 7. You know,
what does this?
Let's do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like and subscribe. LeBron James, Travis Scott, Ice Spice, Ochocinco, Sauce Gardner, and J Rod and Snubs. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Say time flies when you're having fun, and time is what fast.
I always say this, we're lucky to have these jobs where we get to sit with incredible people that in all cases we're fans of, but we also learn a lot.
Moments, and of course, great style.
Always great style.
Here's to season 7.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
What are you dripping?
Yeah, he was in the locker room earlier with that. Yeah.
I figured you got it for him as a kid.
Nah, I ain't getting a phone.
He said he wanted to
He
grill.
too old for that. I'll be having to tell him like, chill.
Bro, I can't tell you the last time I drank Grey Goose. Been a minute. I still drink Grey Goose, bro. Been a minute since I drank some Grey Goose.
They want to grill some more.
Let me get my shit rolled. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all roll up. It's 420. Tomorrow it's 420. So make sure y'all rolling up, bro. Get into it, bro.
You turn the pipe down?
You be saying, I'm looking, I'm like, bro, you a little older, you know? I say it in a respectful manner, you know what I'm saying?
You know, everybody say you're the best corner in the league already.
I mean, when it comes to the league, I don't be like I'm the best. I just be like, I was the most consistent this year. You know what I mean? You can't really say who the best, because in 1 year, it could be all over with.
Y'all two similar, by the way. Y'all was like, rookie year, everybody was like...
Out of here.
Yeah, his rookie year, he was like best in his position. Your rookie year, did it happen fast for you?
Because I'm me, it didn't really feel that fast. But I could see how people thought it was fast.
It felt fast to me. It was like all of a sudden, all I heard was Ice Spice, Ice Spice.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
over.
bangers, though.
Huh? Bangers.
Bangers.
Yeah.
Bangers.
Thank you.
Yeah, bangers for sure.
So I remember back then, like, I was on Instagram, and I seen her, what's called, like, Over the Radar or something like that.
On the radar, yeah.
On the radar. I had seen that. I'm like, oh, she's snapping.
Yeah.
I mean, they seem, you know, she took off.
Crazy.
Did you expect it to be like that?
I was hoping for it to be like that, but I wouldn't say I was really like expecting it.
Yes, for sure.
But Travis, even you as one of the most established artists, when you hear a newcomer, what catches your eye, or you're like, okay, like they may have something?
I don't know. I just like being raw, I guess. Not really trying, just natural. And music, you know, when you like natural, just come like, whenever you want to drop, you can just drop and go crazy anytime. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact.
You always working, Trav, always making music, always?
Hell yeah, man.
Every day?
Yeah.
Try to got unlimited energy.
I know, I don't get it.
Unlimited energy, bro, all the
Do
time.
you ever get tired?
I mean, yeah, I get sleepy. You know, like a robot. Yeah, I get sleepy, but I mean, it's like fun to me, you know? When I get bored, that's when I get tired. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
But I try to find fun in like everything I do.
Is performing more fun, making it more fun?
Performing it might be like the best. It's like, it's the real party. And it's like I make music to perform it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, so when you go in the studio, you're like, I'm making this, how would it sound when I perform it?
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard a lot of artists, like a lot of the music here now, sound kind of bad on the radio because they're making it to actually perform. You know what I'm saying? Like certain songs that you hear, you're like, yo, why did they drop this? Like that's your performing song, and it sounds different when they perform it, which is crazy.
it can be like the loudest or the calmest song. Like, you know, I just wanna.
Yeah, but also you just add that all the fans is going crazy in there. It's just like it's like a drug.
Yeah.
They like, it's like when you just can hear or feel the crowd rocking with you and vibing with you. Like even in my sport, we all kind of share the same thing. Like y'all go on stage, you know, their stage is my stage too. When I hit the court and all the fans is cheering, and they either know a song or they know one of yours, like my signature dunk or whatever the case may be, and you know they about to go crazy. Like it gives you even more energy. You like, I don't want to stop. Like it's that feeling.
I feel like artists are athletes. You know, I think people kind of take it off a little bit. It depends on why you take it, right? You can go into arena and like really go wall to wall every night, 2 hours, you know what I'm saying, do your set time. You know, you go and dropping 50, you know what I mean, playing 4 quarters, wall to wall till it's over. And like for me, I really, you know, try to bring the energy.
But
so
the
it's
difference
like,
is, Trav, in sports, he get to be a winner or a loser every night. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a scoreboard, and we know the champs is like somebody gonna win the game at the end of the game. Somebody scored 30 points, somebody didn't. In your sport, call it music a sport, it's subjective.
It's subjective, yeah.
And the only awards is not the only awards, but the biggest awards is the Grammys, which is totally subjective, totally like not based. What'd you say?
You see,
How you feel? I mean, we could buy Euphoria, listen to a stream, none of that matter. The Grammys is strictly subjective.
You know, it's crazy because like a lot of my peers, everyone's like, oh, you know, that award, that I with it, you know what I mean? You play football to win the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? You play basketball to win championships. You know, I don't make music to win Grammys, but, you know, it's what that Grammy like used to mean is what I always hold on to. It's like the idea of music. I love creating music. I think like, you know, our generation now, we're like, you know, a generation spawned from like allegiance of music. So, you know, that award is just like, at one point it's held up to, you know, a higher statue. And I still believe in it.
The fact that Travis is really talking this damn much. Shout out to Trav, bro.
Since, you know, it gets rough at times.
Yo, when they say you can't grow, fucking lie, all right?
You know,
You got nominated a bunch. I think you've been nominated over 10 times or 10 times.
Yeah.
And as big as you are, you've never won one, which is a little crazy. But also it's about what they do with the category of rap. Like not putting it on TV.
But it's crazy. It's like, you know, rap's not on TV, right? So it's like, you know, you sit there and then they air the show, the rap award at like 2 or 1:30, but you got to perform at like 8:30. So imagine like losing at 1:30 and having to sit there for 7 hours. Like this, like I want to just dip. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Even I feel like Ice too. You know, they might category it as rap, but I think it's like a versatility in there that isn't like fully exposed. Like I'm not saying it's pop, I'm not saying it's country, I just think it's music, right? She might rap one day, might sing one day, might make a beat tomorrow, you never know. Can direct a video the next day. I think it's just creativity.
Travis, if someone asks you, are you a rapper? How do you describe yourself?
I just say I'm an artist.
I'm an artist.
Yeah, because I got big songs where I'm like not rapping.
Yeah, of course.
At all. Like Goosebumps is like diamond, and you know, I don't rap at all. But then I got songs like Sycamore where I'm rapping, and it's like, you know, diamond too. So I'm just an artist, I guess.
Yeah, but you're an amazing artist. I mean, sneakers, everything, everything, huh?
So I got something on.
Yeah, exactly. Ice, how you feel about the Grammys? What's your feeling, being a newcomer to the whole thing?
I mean, it's my first Grammy, so I was just honored to be there and grateful for my nominations, to be honest. Like, I didn't expect to win any, so I didn't leave disappointed. I had more fun after the Grammys, actually. At the after party.
I feel that.
Right.
Did you meet anyone you were looking forward to meeting? Did you?
I met Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
And I was really excited because I've been a fan of him since I was like 14. And when I met him, he was like, she ain't even the fart, by the way. And I was like, oh, period. So.
And you met Beyonce too.
Yes, I met Beyonce. How can I forget that? Oh my God. I did meet Beyonce and Blue and Jay. So.
Tell us about that the whole experience of meeting Beak.
So I didn't really like meet her too much because, you know, it was basically a Beyonce meet and greet at the Grammys. So there was a long line. So we all got a couple.
God damn. Yeah, the meet and greet at the Grammys. That's like, you big, bro.
Seconds, but
You think you the shit, bitch? You're not even up. Black.
I had seen her like in her table and stuff, and she looked over at me and smiled. So while she was walking towards me, I already knew she was gonna come say hi. So I got up to be prepared. Some people was like, "Ew, Ice threw herself at Beyonce, like relax." I'm like, "No, girl, like she already seen me and she was on the way." So yeah.
She's on the way.
She's on the way. No, girl, she's. But as athletes, how do y'all feel about awards? There's a lot going on in NBA awards now. With
You wanna go first?
Go ahead, Sauce. Go
It's
ahead,
weird
Sauce.
because the NFL awards, I assume, are like NBA. Who votes on them?
So, with the Pro Bowl, the way the Pro Bowl been going, I don't know if it's been like this, but I know since I got in the league, like my brand, name, Sauce, all that, anytime I win a Pro Bowl, it's a popularity contest. So it started from people saying, he gonna win a Pro Bowl, it's a popularity contest, to let's see if he win All Pro. All Pro, not a popularity contest. That's what they said. So I'm going into my 3rd year. I played 2 seasons, 2 All Pros, 2 Pro Bowls.
Jesus.
Talk that talk.
What can they say now? But they say All Pro turned into a popularity contest now. So it's like anything I win is a popularity contest at this point. It's always a blessing to get those awards. In reality, like, it ain't my fault that I got picked. I ain't choose myself. I just go out there and play football. You know what I'm
But
saying?
do you 2 seasons, 2 All Pros, did you feel like you deserved to be All Pro both years?
Sure.
There
I
you
feel like
go.
you put me every time I'm on the field, the way I prepare for the game, practice, the way I attack it every single day. You know what I mean? I feel like nobody doing it like me.
I do want to ask, you guys have won a lot, right? Album sales and tours and merch and all these things. Is there an award you haven't won that still stings?
Yeah, Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only award that I don't have in my house. That kind of stings. I talked about this before. Like, it don't make sense. It's almost like what Jay just said about B. How can she have the most Grammys,
Yeah.
but never won Album of the Year?
Yeah.
So the year I finished 2nd in Defensive Player of the Year award, the guy who won Defensive Player of the Year didn't even make first team all defense.
That doesn't make
That's
sense.
not even possible. Yeah.
And I also had an opportunity too to be, I would have been the first unanimous MVP where I got all 120 votes, but I got 119.
Yeah.
Do you know who the one vote
Yeah,
was?
I know.
Carmelo.
There was the one vote he voted for Carmelo, but
was
it
a
was
writer in New York,
it was
wasn't
no, the writer from Boston.
Boston.
Of course,
Boston gonna Boston.
of course.
But
I know his name too, but I ain't gonna give him that light just yet. I'm waiting for the doc on that one.
but the media votes on these awards, and like it's I don't know if it's a perfect way to do it because humans have bias, but
It's like non-players that vote on
exactly.
athletes.
So why they voting? That doesn't make sense.
So that's my point. I agree.
I don't know
with
the answer. I don't know what it should be, but why they voting? If you're not watching the game, you're not studying the game, you're not listening to the peers of the game too. That's like really telling you like, he's the best player. That's the best album.
The one thing that's going to be crazy in the NBA to me, Bron, is I don't know if it's this year, but it's definitely going to have a year where a guy who we clearly agree, all of us, that he is the MVP and he plays 63 games.
Yeah.
And the person who ends up winning it,
Yeah.
that's a weird feeling. Like, like I'm going to get the trophy, but I know this guy should have won, but he only not going to win because he missed 2 games. But the world is like, as a man, you almost want to go, man, that's that man's trophy, man. I don't even want this trophy.
Yeah, I mean, they want to put a lot of ashes on my. I want to see an asher go on there for the first guy who wins the MVP, and we for sure know that the guy that played 64 games and maybe got injured and didn't meet the 65 game criteria, he loses it because he got hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah, like we were saying, Trav, like your album was the one everybody loved.
I think anytime any one of us is winning, I think it's dope. I have no idea. I just want to continue making like the best
LeBron getting a haircut right now is crazy.
music possible.
Dope.
What was rap 50 years ago isn't going to be rap the new 50 years,
In the
right?
middle
We
of the
celebrate
interview.
50 years of rap. There's a new 50 years of rap
Well,
coming. There's a new 50
it's the
years
show,
of music
right?
coming. There's a new 50, years style to play basketball. You got Wemby 8-1. This guy can be a point guard.
Said he ate one.
And I feel like, sometimes things get stuck in like old ways. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with people winning. I just think it needs to be like obvious understanding.
Like what, Trav? What you think would be the obvious to understand? It's
Like, this big, like, you know, I sold out SoFi this year, right? You know, I didn't know I was the only rapper to do that, but that's crazy. You know, when people go back in time, like 10 years from now, when we not gonna remember this moment, they gotta go through the catalog to figure out what's going on. They know, he's an all-time scorer. You know, it's on this date. You feel what I'm saying? He won a championship on this date. He fought for that. You know what I mean? Time in, time out. You know, people can go back in history and it can be just debacle of like what was ill and what wasn't.
Travis, let me ask you. You know, I don't think it's debatable if there's a Mount Rushmore, the culture, you're on that Mount Rushmore. Are we maybe putting too much importance on one award show? Like when you are the culture?
I'm not. People always talk about that. I think about it like a club, right? If there's a club, a Grammy club, right? And it's like, man, you got Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, like these are real greats. Kanye West, Jay-Z. You know, like I'm at that like at the rope, like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all see me? Yo, get my man. Get my man. You hear your music in the party, like they can't even party to the who are in the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's obviously gonna be a club and you can party to these like amazing Jay, all these amazing artists. You gonna have some in there that you don't even know these motherfuckers. You got some people outside them like, damn, and they music playing all night. You know, they can go sell out 50 of these spots down the street. You know, it's just like.
He's 100% right though. Like that's how it is.
Well, you having fun doing it all?
Yeah, I'm having fun doing it all.
It seemed like a lot of work, but you.
Yeah, it's the funnest. But I'm an artist. You know what I mean? Like you can do the shoes, you can do cars, you can do this. I'm a musician. You know what I'm saying?
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Keep the main thing. None of that matters if he ain't.
Nothing else matters.
10 toes down on being a musician.
You don't have a lot of fun in the background, but at the end of the day, your craft is your craft. You feel me? Just like me, I want to be in front of this computer and I want to be in front of this camera. And as much as I want to do something else, I might as well just bring it with me sometimes. But this is the main craft. This is my home, and y'all my people, my friends, my family, you know what I'm saying? So
all the other stuff, it works organically because
love y'all, man. I appreciate everyone.
There's people that follow him through his journey, whatever he do. They don't give a fuck what he do, because they know when that album drop or that song drop, it's time to rage.
You gotta go rage.
It's time to go rage.
It's time to go rage.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good time.
Speaking of time to rage, we gotta let you go.
Yeah,
got some more raging to do.
Go up.
Thank
you so much, man.
Thank you for coming through.
You're the best.
Love you, brother. Love.
Love.
LB, you gotta come to the crib, get the stew.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right up the street. Listen for them cars to go up the street. I'll be here.
I'm the president of your fan club. You the illest of all time.
I'm gonna send you some.
Okay, for sure. All right, y'all.
Hey,
Just like that.
look who it is.
Ochocinco in the building.
Feature. Got you. Someone on the phone.
Joe.
How you doing? What's happening?
I'm good, brother. Good to see you.
Praise God. Praise God.
You good? Let's get right to it. Ocho's I saw you size him up a little bit when you said what's up.
Yeah, that's my little cousin.
But how would you if y'all lined up against each other?
He done. They had to rethink his contract. That's my boy. That's
It's love.
It's love.
Yeah, it's love, but I'm just saying, in a respectful manner, I don't play that.
But look though, he did used to be my favorite receiver coming up.
Really?
You remember? I told him like, I used to be on YouTube, watching his videos. He used to be training with like Santana Moss, all of them at the field.
Dre
So
Johnson.
I used to be watching. You know what I mean? He used to be talking everything.
He
like
long
that.
and lanky though. He was
I like
How would you stop? How would you shut Ocho down?
Nothing wrong with that. I like that, because I know how to get around that.
In his prime or
So
like now?
in his prime, how would you shut Ocho down?
Whoa, wait. Before you
You're not
answer
in your
that.
prime
Hold
no
up, before
more.
you answer that. I'm still in my prime. Go ahead.
Disrespect. No disrespect.
Look, it's easy for real, man.
Easy?
Easy. Just get hands on him.
I say that's
He
the
wasn't
problem.
strong.
Everybody say that.
He wasn't strong like
What?
that. He wasn't strong like that. He wasn't trying to block for
No, I
real.
wasn't physically imposing at all, but it's one thing couldn't nobody do with me. See these things down here? See that?
Dance.
Hey.
Take him to the dance.
What?
Take him to the dance.
Man, right off the line. I don't even see you. I'm not saying I'm Ray Charles, but I don't see you.
Hey yo, I love this shit, yo. Make sure you spam the like button, bro. Ochocinco in the fucking building. You heard?
I don't play that. So you already know what time it is. But I love him though. I love his game. You can tell you don't follow me on Twitter, but
I will.
always showing love. Technique, anything you do. Remember that curl route? Who was that tried to run that curl route? Was doing all that weaving.
You talking about the Packers?
Yeah, boy.
Bullshit.
I talked about that
Them
thing
hips.
about a week straight.
Them hips
Always,
different.
always,
For a
always.
tall guy, you
I
told
always,
me.
6'3".
always pay respects.
Yes.
Always show
So
love.
if you want to, going in every game, you want one receiver head up, or you would take some zone, so you like a little zone?
So, I mean, you gotta think everybody get tired, but
Of course.
like I want to travel. I'm gonna be traveling this year. So I gotta
Everywhere?
stay tuned for that.
You're traveling
what I mean?
everywhere.
Be traveling this year. I already had to I talked to my D coordinator about it.
You're in the AFC East, that's tough. You got Diggs,
Tyreek.
You like that energy too. You like that. I'm gonna travel. That's your type of energy.
Travel.
That's that.
I'm a
that's-
competitor, man.
That's that money though.
Oh,
You
it
travel,
is.
you get to go to the table with that, because everybody
is.
ain't doing that.
That's a good
It
point.
is.
That's a good point. That's a business move.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it
Spice,
is.
by the way, you early in your career made all these hits. When did you realize this is a business? I thought I was just making music, and now I got all these things to do. Like Chad said, I got to go to the table and negotiate and treat it like a business.
I was making some
Word,
noise
my
in
nigga.
the city, like, you know,
Which
in New
city?
York. New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D City.
What part?
D City,
What part of New York?
City.
D City.
Just the whole New York, like.
the whole thing buzzing.
Because the thing is, like,
From the BX. From the Bronx.
yeah, I'm from the Bronx. So, like, the thing is, like, in New York, once you start making noise, like, everybody knows who you are, really. It's hard to make it out of New York, I feel like. Like, you can make it in New York, but to make it out is, like, another story. And so, like, I had put out the Munch snippet, and that's when, like, the whole little bidding stuff started to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Did you know immediately when you put Munch out?
No.
No.
I had no idea. I was sitting on Munch for like 6 months before I even teased it. Yeah. so-
And were you intimidated in those label meetings? Were you like, whoa, this is not what
I was definitely intimidated. Like, you know, I was only 22 and it was just like a big deal to me. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell everybody in the meeting was very serious. So.
She like, I'm just trying to make music for the people.
Yeah, word.
For
I
my
like making
people, I
music.
ain't with all this.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I be locked in.
Wow.
I was just talking about this morning with my girl, bro. Like her team is solid because the way she move is she don't be in the mix or the bullshit with all the shit. Like she don't go with the back and forth. Don't get me wrong, she do get a little spicy because her name is Ice Spice. But at the end of the day, like I like her, bro. Like she don't show nothing. And you know what? And I feel the same way with Sexy Red. I'm gonna talk about that in another video.
So didn't you go to a college and start working with producers and try and get people to take you seriously?
Yeah.
You got Riot started.
So I went to SUNY Purchase. I ended up dropping out. Riot graduated though. Shouts to him. And that's where we met. Purchase is full of a bunch of artists, dancers, stuff like that. And yeah, we just connected and started making.
But did you
music from there.
was other people not taking you serious? Were you trying to get other producers to work with you there?
You know what's funny? Yeah, I was. There's this one producer that I was begging him for beats, and we was friends, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why my friend not sending me beats? Like, he don't want me to eat. And then, like, now that everything happened, now he be, like, trying to work.
Sure he do.
You see it turn eyes? You see them eyes?
I'm sure he is.
I'm sure he is trying to get a hit. No.
Nah, it's all love, though. Like, I still with him, but I be locked in. Like, me and Riot is more like a duo, I feel like. I think that's really important, and it's, like, true to hip-hop, too, because I feel like the people that do lock in with, like, a couple producers are, like, huge now.
Well, yeah. You
So-
look at Future. He got. You look at Metro, and you look at
Right,
you look at
exactly.
Drake.
Yeah.
40.
40.
Drake ain't never made a record
Yeah.
that 40 ain't
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, just a few as them artists. They know because they know the sound.
I do want to ask you, it's like it's whether fairly or unfairly, there's this notion that, you know, female rappers don't get along and there's always beef or whatnot. But, you know, I know you've worked with Nicki. You know, what was that experience like?
It was breathtaking, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it took so long for it to really sink in for me. I think now I fully, like, understand and I could be like, yeah, I did that. But, like, at the time, it was just so emotional for me and I just, like, couldn't believe it. Like, for a long time, I was just like, why me? Like, how did this even happen? Because, you know, I grew up listening to Nicki and, like, I was, like, 7 years old when I first laid eyes on her. So just to, like, grow up and finally get 2, like, big songs with her and be Grammy nominated with her is, like, unreal for me. Like, I'm forever grateful for
That mean
that.
you're doing something right.
Yeah.
100%.
That mean you're doing something right.
100%, bro. 100%, bro.
Messy. That's blessed by God. mixed with the
Into
it
it.
got to be 50-50, because normally, most of the times, you got a dude that's blessed by God, and he don't work, he gonna get exposed anyway.
For sure. 'Cause when we got to the league, the guys that we were playing against when we was rookies, we looked up to them like,
Man,
oh wow. Like when I came in the league, it was like Allen Iverson, it was Kobe,
T-Mac.
Kevin Garnett, T-Mac, Jason Kidd, all those guys that I looked up, Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway. And I get into my rookie year and I'm playing against them, Shaq. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. And then I had a little second like, oh, you supposed to be here. You doing something right, champ.
How quickly does it click
You
for you,
belong.
Bron? It's like, nah, they gotta be food. Like, they competitors now. Like, they can't be my heroes
Once the
anymore.
ball tip up. I think, you know, in the warm-ups, though, you definitely be looking on the other side, like seeing like, oh, that's how he warming up. And I'm gonna try to steal that right there. Damn, okay, he's stretching. Okay, what kind of stretch is that right there? But once that whistle blow and that do like this, or in y'all instance when they kick that ball off, oh, it's go time.
Ocho, you played in the league a long time, seen a lot of guys. How much of it is a balance of like, this guy was just blessed by God and he worked? How much of that plays into
It
it?
got to be 50-50, because normally, most of the times, you got a dude that's blessed by God, and he don't work, he gonna get exposed anyway.
For sure.
You get exposed on the back end. If you're blessed by God and you put the work in, that's where the longevity come in at. You know, you do it for a very long time. I mean, use soccer terminology. You got Cristiano Ronaldo, you got Messi. That's blessed by God, mixed with the work. Then you think about one of the greatest of all time, and I hate to say this and use a comparison, Ronaldinho.
Could have been the best.
Blessed by God,
Didn't work.
but didn't put in the work
Nope.
because he loved the party, loved to play, you know, do all that. I mean no disrespect, but I'm just giving you
Didn't put the
an
work in.
example of what you could have been. He should be the best to ever touch the grab.
Basketball, it's actually a bit more black, like you can see it. Like,
Yeah, you can see it.
Like, he would tell you, I love Bubba Chuck. Bubba Chuck didn't put the work in like the guys did. He played hard.
Right.
Bubba Chuck was the most blessed. I mean, he had everything. He played hard. Now, it's different. Now, if you don't play hard, then you disrespect him.
He had the culture on lock, though.
He had the culture a lot, but he didn't
I came
work.
in, I did, man. What? I wore arm sleeve because of Bubba Chuck.
course.
I wore braids, headbands because of Bubba Chuck.
Culture, we're talking about
everything.
And he played hard. He just didn't work. He would tell you.
That boy got the
I mean, he'd be
culture.
like, in the offseason, I don't do nothing. I might hoop every now and again, but that's it.
Can I ask you guys? You guys all had obviously God-given talent that propelled you to get to become a pro, and you put the work in. When you guys became pros, even you as well in your field of music, was there a moment when you're like, oh, there's a different level of like the commitment of work it's gonna take, or did you guys already have that on day one of you guys being pros?
I would say I kind of had it already. You know what I'm saying? But in the league, you get way more time, so it's about what you do with it. I'm saying, but like, it's easy for me to drive myself to be great and to take myself to the next level. You know, growing up in Detroit, seeing the things that I seen at an early age, you know what I mean? Always knowing my why. Like, I feel like I ain't grow up like the average kid. You know what I mean? I feel like I seen things that I shouldn't have seen when I was younger. But that's always stuff that I can just, you know, think about, you know, go back in the archives, you know, and that just puts me to, I'm saying, just be great.
You knew day one, Bron? Like the level of work it was gonna take?
Yeah, because I wanted to be the greatest basketball player to ever play. Man, I knew it wasn't gonna happen in 1, 2, 5, 10 years. Like I knew in order for me to ever be even mentioned with the greats, like I had to consistently be dominant for decades. Like that was and I already knew I had the God-given ability, but the one thing I knew that separated from me from a lot of the kids when I was growing up is like my attention to detail. Like I had a level of detail when the games came and the practices came, and a commitment to like, you know, going in before school started. School started at 8:10. I was in the weight room in the gym at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Staying after, you know, off days, I would still go in and work on my game. Like I was one of the only kids I probably was the only kid on the basketball team. Probably my best friend Drew, because his dad was the head coach, that had a key to the high school gym that I could go at any time, and I had the code to the alarm to turn it off. So I would just go in high school days where I was just maybe watching TV too much or playing the game too much. I was like, I'm about to just go to the high school, put the gun up, and just shoot 1,000 shots just
Get the work
to
in.
get the work in. And I had a level of like crazy expectations that I wish on nobody as an 18-year-old kid going into any field, from a business side, from a sports side, from a musician side. Like, it was ridiculous.
Same thing for you. Was there like another level once you signed and had some success?
It is true, like, it's really about whoever wants it the most. And I feel like I did want it the most out of like everybody that I was watching or whatever. But there is this one moment that we always laugh about, me and my team. Like, I was in Norway last year on tour, and I was just like, this doesn't make any sense. I was so tired. I had like 3 hours of sleep, then we had to travel at like 2 in the morning. It was just like a big mess. And I was just like complaining to my manager, like, why would you book me for this? Like, this makes no sense. Like, you don't care about me, I'm so tired. Like, and but then in that moment, I did realize, like, if I don't push through these hard times, like, I'm not gonna make it to where I wanna be. So I just had to like fully accept, like, this is gonna take sacrifice.
There are those moments you realize this is exactly what I asked for. Right?
Yeah.
You want to be the greatest.
You wanted to be. You wanted to play shows.
It definitely helps though when you got a team around you too, or a person,
Of course.
anybody that you can lean on in those times where you like, I'm exhausted, bro. Like I'm exhausted. You know, it's not good to have yes men and women around when you're trying to climb the mountaintop. And it damn sure ain't good to have them when you're at the top of the mountain. They're the first ones that kick you back down that mountain for sure, dog. I'm telling you.
Me and my brother, we get into it so much.
He older or younger?
He older than me. It just be things that I ask or things that I say, and he just the one to always tell me like, nah, don't do that, or nah, this ain't right. We get into arguments all the time, bro. We argue so much, but he my business manager, you know, he over my marketing, you know, we work together.
That's what's
But
up.
then after the fact, after it's all said and done, I'd be like, bro, I appreciate you, bro. You know, always keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? Always pushing me, man. He always pushed me since I was younger, though. Like, he the reason that I played the game of football. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Unfortunately, he didn't get to make it, but he always say God working mysterious ways, you know. Now he's still in the football industry.
That's one thing I always say, bro. God work in mysterious ways. The things that he do for a reason, bro. And just hope and just pray, like, you know, we all accomplish our goals and what we need to do the correct way. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But this is crazy. Like, yeah, that's a good way to think. I'm 100% with it. 10 out of 10.
He can watch me unfold. You know?
For sure. Ice, we got to get you out of here. You got to go perform now.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for coming.
She working now.
She working.
Literally. Thank you.
Thank you for doing this.
Come and
Thank
visit us.
you.
Thank you, darling.
So nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Let me know if you need a feature.
Feature.
I'm trying to do a little bit of everything.
Coach O's been in the shop for 20 minutes. He's asked Travis Scott and Ice Spice if they need a feature.
Hey,
Oh,
close
you can
mouth.
rap?
Closed mouth, don't get fit, huh?
You can rap?
Well, yeah, boy. I'm like that. And I can hoop. What's up? You trying to 1-1? Y'all can move that out the way? Let go of the fire real quick. Y'all got a ball? I'm serious.
We're in the practice. We're in the WNBA practices. I'm sure
It's a hoop, though.
Yeah. We're in the practice.
They hung up all the
Hey,
rocks.
Julio's in the shop, baby.
What's up, Julio? What's up?
What's up?
What's up, brother? Pleasure. Pleasure, man. How you doing, brother? For sure, brother.
What's up, baby? Baby, good.
All right, we will call it right here, boys. All right, make sure you like and subscribe to this video, boy. I see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all, YouTube. Love, love, love.